If you've ever been to Disney World, you may have missed out on an even more exciting and less crowded adventure at the Kennedy Space Center near Orlando, Florida. My family and I have literally driven right past Disney World to get to the Kennedy Space Center not once, not twice, but 3 times. It took us that many visits just to see the whole place. The Kennedy Space Center was named after President John F. Kennedy, who was the president who set the goal for our nation to send a man to the moon and return him safely to the Earth. At the time, the U.S. was in a space race with the Russians. Each country wanted to be the first to reach this goal. The Kennedy Space Center was already prepared to launch rockets to study the space environment in the early 1960s, before Kennedy was sadly assassinated. One of the first sights that catches your eye as you enter the Kennedy Space Center is the Rocket Garden. The park-like area has both real and mock-up rockets from NASA's Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs. In the rocket on the left, you can really see how small the space capsule actually was. The whole white part was all rocket boosters and fuel. The capsule, where the astronauts would sit, is the tiny dark spot on top. This happens to be the Mercury space capsule. This picture is showing the Apollo 14 spacecraft leaving the Vehicle Assembly Building. When this building was completed in 1965, it was one of the largest buildings in the world. It stands at 525 feet tall and is 518 feet wide, nearly a cube-shaped building in the middle of a field. For size comparison, check out the gray pickup truck. After leaving the VAB, rockets and space shuttles take a ride on the Crawler Transporter. For more than 40 years, both rockets and space shuttles have taken the slow 1-mile-per-hour ride from the VAB to the launch pad to prepare for launch. Here's a picture of the Apollo 11 spacecraft on the Crawler Transporter. By the way, even if you don't have much to say about one of your cool pictures, give the audience a few quiet moments to look at it. This shouldn't happen too often, though. Once the space capsule or shuttle finishes its slow journey on the crawler, it reaches one of the 2 launch pads at Kennedy Space Center, Launch Pad 39A or 39B. From there, it is prepared for liftoff. Here you can see both a capsule and a shuttle on the launch pad, 2 different eras of the NASA space program. The video I will be sharing with you next features a shuttle liftoff from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. I hope you enjoy it.